I would say the top one thing they should not do is assume that the facts that they've been presented with are necessarily accurate or complete. The facts that we see coming in with the original breach calls are almost never complete. There's always some other issue. There are always some other facts that are developed. And when the folks at the insured think they've got the whole picture, they don't. So I would say that's the number one thing. I guess the next thing would be don't overmanage your deductible or SIR. I see too many times where the companies who are put in contact with us in terms of the breach coach role that we have are overmanaging their $50,000 or $100,000 SIR, and frankly, we can tell pretty quickly within a couple minutes based on the facts that we're presented with whether that SIR is gone or not. And I've seen companies delay a month or two trying to manage within a small number, and the reality is that the breach is going to cost them a great deal more than that. So I'd say that's another area there. The other thing I would say is not to try to manage a breach internally. You're not an expert. This is not what you do. So even if you have really sharp local or in-house counsel, that doesn't mean that they've dealt with this issue before. And I've seen a lot of companies really struggle to try to get that done internally, and in the end, just complicate the thing further and probably cause a fair amount of delays. So I guess those are probably the biggest things that I see in terms of the insureds trying to handle a breach. The other thing I'll add a fourth is moving too quickly. The top executives get a hold of this thing. They know there's an issue. They know they have to manage it, and they want to get it done yesterday. And that's great, and I understand why people want to get things done and just get it off their plate. But the reality is, too often, people at these companies will try to get it off their plate. They'll move quickly. They'll get something out, but it won't be the right thing, and it won't be to the right people, and it won't be complete. And then you have to redo everything all over again. So you increase your costs, potentially increase your exposure in terms of what you're doing and saying in terms of future litigation too. So that's another area.